All right, in this video, I'm doing an experimental series on a feature that I saw inside of the YouTube Studio back office. So here under channel, if you click under inspiration, it's got this cool feature that'll give you ideas and inspiration for videos. So I thought this was really cool. So I've selected a few and I'm going to make content around it. My hypothesis is that since Google and YouTube is way smarter than me, and they have this feature built in, similar to tools like Vidya has this feature as well, but you don't have to pay for it necessarily to get the same or similar feature right inside of YouTube. And I figured I would just go with the title and thumbnails that it gave me, speak extemporaneously on these topics since I've been in this affiliate marketing SEO space for a long time. Strategies and tools and things that I've seen over the years. And so I just thought it'd be a cool experiment to see if it would just organically on its own without any kind of like promotion or nudging of any kind would bring in more traffic and attention and awareness to my channel and the other videos that I've made. And so that's what I'm doing. So you can just keep showing more, click more like this and get all these different ideas. But I've saved a couple, so I'm going to click view saved up here. And I've made a couple already. So I'm on this third one now. I click the tell me more, but if you click one of these or into it, it'll give you a blog title, a video title. It'll show you sometimes some related videos, and that's pretty cool. These are ones that have pretty decent views, and it'll give you a little description. And if you click develop idea, it will give you some hooks, an outline or outline options, some thumbnail options, and some title options for you to like split test if you want. Or, if you're doing a script, which I'm not in this video, there's literally will show you some suggested hooks to get like curiosity and get people to keep watching and stay engaged and stay to the end, which is like super important. Watch time and stuff on YouTube. These are some really cool thumbnails that you can rotate between and just let it pick which one, let YouTube, let the traffic pick which one is the highest click-through rate. Um, the titles, I guess I could rotate them. Those I wasn't rotating those. I'm mostly just rotating the thumbnails because I think that's a little bit more important. But hey, you can swap these out as well. And or maybe you can do them one at a time. Maybe the thumbnail first and then the title second if you want to do it that way. But that's what I'm doing in this video. So let's read the title, My Secret Strategy for Ranking Affiliate Videos in Google Search over Traditional Blogs. So the way I'm reading that is My Secret Strategy for Ranking Affiliate Videos in Google over Traditional Blogs. So I've seen a whole evolution of this over the years. In first, there was just text search ranking in Google, and then YouTube, Google bought YouTube, and then Google began to rank videos in YouTube over time. But back in the day, about 10 or so years ago, it would rank other videos, other platforms like MetaCafe, Dailymotion, Vimeo, and some of these other platforms. And then over time, I just kind of noticed a trend that Google started. It would index those videos, I think, some of those other platforms, and it just kind of push them to the background because it's going to take priority for itself because it owns its platform, Google. So I kind of picked up on that, like, who does Google love the most? Google and other Google properties, which is YouTube. It became that it's ranking pretty much and showing in the first page of the search results, only YouTube videos, which is pretty logical together that Google's going to rank and show YouTube videos over like Dailymotion or whatever. So let's kind of take a look at that for a second. Let's just say high ranking YouTube videos. See if we see anything. So yeah, we've got some YouTube links. Let's see if there's any. There's one. There's an example. So this used to sometimes be filled with different like thumbnails from different video platforms. I think it's kind of buried them over here under videos. These may be other channels now, but it's mostly going to say YouTube, 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 YouTube. If it can't find anything else, there it may still show links from other channels. And then even under here under shorts, I think it's so it looks like it's being a little bit generous with some of these other platforms like the Daily Motion. So we've got shorts, at least it's given some space to like the TikToks and stuff and LinkedIn. So that's pretty cool. But and Facebook, Instagram, but we've got mostly YouTube shorts, as we can see here. So which again, so it's kind of it's in alignment with my thesis hypothesis here. Let's just see. So I've got some other options here. So and then here we go, back to page one, see, and we here are videos on top of all the search results, which we didn't see before. So going back to the question, my secret strategy for ranking affiliate videos in Google search over traditional blogs. As I'm reading this, I'm trying to think through how I would do this. So I don't know the like the specific reason as to why Google shows some of their YouTube videos in their Google search as opposed to YouTube, because ranking on YouTube is pretty straightforward, similar to ranking like a page of content on Google. But I don't know from my knowledge, I just haven't like looked into it much, the reason why Google would choose to pick some of its videos that are ranking on YouTube. And I've been ranking on #1 spot for a keyword on YouTube, and I didn't really check, I don't think, but I don't think they would put it on YouTube as well. So just because you're ranking first in YouTube doesn't mean necessarily that they're going to put it here. I haven't looked into how they calculate that, but you could do your own. Rank it in YouTube would be similar to how I would rank a page of content on Google, which is basically send backlinks, and you wouldn't have to send like ones, but it could be backlinks, social SEO Neo, which is an SEO software. Let's see. That's one. Or you could just go to marketplaces like Legit and just type in like rank YouTube video or something. And I'm sure there's some people that will help you do rank. Yeah, I've actually used this one in the past and it worked really well. I don't know the exact like proprietary formula that this guy uses, but I know it has something to do with like user engagement signals. So as soon as it's published, if you get a lot of searches and clicks, a little bit of interaction like likes, maybe some shares and some comments within like the first couple of hours or whatever, then it pushes it up and it like holds it there because it's giving some user signals right out of the gate. So I believe as soon as your video is published for a keyword, it like moves it up into the queue. So that's the time to like, have your optimization strategies ready or whatever. Don't wait. And then once you just get it to be held there through maybe some social, and there's some other platforms. Let's see. Maybe you can type this. Let's see if I can. I mean, I don't trust most of these kind of platforms, but there's some platforms that you can use that you can buy like comments and stuff, and some of those allow you to buy like a little package that has views, likes, and comments. So that would be a way to get some engagement. But if you've got like a branded channel, I wouldn't recommend doing that because you're just going to be like poor quality and stuff. But that is like one method of doing it. And then once you get your video ranked, then you can go to a service like CertClicks and like use this service to maintain the ranking. So it will, you can tell it you want it to use like YouTube search instead of Google, but you can also use this for to rank in Bing and Google and other search engines. You can what it does, it has search for the keyword you want to rank for, find your video, click it, and then stay on there for a couple of minutes. So actually, you can just probably start here, and as soon as it's published, and then start a campaign, and then have people search for it, click it. So that way it goes around any of these people. And honestly, that would probably be good enough. You can do it that way, and then once it's ranked between like number 1 and number 10, just have an ongoing CertClicks campaign that's going to click it maybe a few times a day, every single day for months, and it will just keep it there in general, and that will maintain your ranking. Now, again, I don't have the formula necessarily to get that same video ranked on YouTube. I haven't looked into that, do that. That's just something that I don't have knowledge of at the moment, but at least that'll get you started. And if you're interested in what to get the results that I've been able to get over the years, which have made me, it took me from making just a few $1,000s a month in affiliate commissions, and that was on a good month, to over 6 figures per year in affiliate commissions, year after year after year, and ever since 2017. This is the process that I put together. I focus mostly on, it's called long tail keywords and mass page sites and just websites rather than videos, but my approach also works for videos as well. I actually got started on YouTube, but I've had more success faster and for way less effort using websites, because there's a little bit more control that you have when people land on it as opposed to a YouTube video. YouTube videos are good for like engagement and building a relationship and rapport and stuff. People build trust and authority and stuff. Bulk of my money's come from, I have sold this course for several years. I've made a couple $100,000 doing that, but this is not like, I'm not a course guru or whatever. Like, I've made most of my money behind the scenes, and I put this course together for myself so I could have like a blueprint and some breadcrumbs and a recipe to remember what I did to get there. Then also to teach and share and help other people get similar results to what I've been able to accomplish. And I've done that. So I've had hundreds of students go through it over the years. These are just regular folks. There are some people that know a little bit about SEO, some people that were doing client SEO, but most of my students that have gotten great results, they're just beginners, which is great because they don't have a lot of like bad habits and bad information that they've consumed that I'm trying to like override and rewrite and rewire their brain. So they just start from scratch, and they just take everything as the truth and good and stuff, and they just apply it without a lot of questioning and stuff, which is great. So if you're a beginner, you're actually in a really good spot. So if you haven't discovered a method for making money online that works for you, this is a simple, scalable, sustainable method. This is something that's worked for many years. It still works. It works with or without AI. So if that's one of your questions, like, does it still work? Yes. Does it work because of AI? Also, yes. It just makes it faster and cheaper and stuff and easier. So this is, my Kajabi back office. That's what I use to sell it. And then this is an overview of the main course. There's a whole bunch of bonuses that are included, which are other courses. So it's just 8 short modules, and I made it that way on purpose so that you can go through it quick. Each of these videos are super short too. So they're just like the steps and how to do it, the next step and how to do it. And then you connect all the pieces. And then here at the end, I've included some additional helpful information and miscellaneous, some mental models these are like my proprietary philosophies that you're not going to find anywhere else. Those are unique to me, and some mindset material that's been super helpful for me over the years. I've collected these over the last 20 years, just some really short, helpful nuggets that have really helped shape my mind for success. And they're super important to me. I didn't want to leave that out because you can have the steps, you can have the recipe, and you may have heard this before. It makes a whole lot more sense to me now since I've had success. I've been on the other side. I've been a beginner and stuff, and I know it's like on the other side. And I can say with full confidence that the reason why most people aren't successful is because of their mind and how they think and stuff. So, I can give you a way to make money, but a lot of people won't even use it because they believe in themselves. They don't believe that the method works, no matter how many screenshots and testimonials I give them. And so, just having a stronger mindset and understanding things from a different perspective helps you see making money in the online world and affiliate marketing and how like energy moves and works and stuff. It just helps you see it from a different perspective, which changes your whole like perspective and vantage and outlook on life and stuff. And that, yeah, if that's something that you're interested in, check it out. You can go to seoaffiliatedomination.com to learn more. I still make money with this method today, and that's something that, if that feels like it resonates with you, or whatever, go there, click this presentation, learn a little bit more about my process, see if it's right for you. If it is, join the course, get the recipe, apply it, change your life. And circling back to the beginning of this video, this is just all started from this prompt that is given to me for free in YouTube and back office under inspiration. And we're just kind of doing a little test. This is how you figure out whether 3-day tests, titles and thumbnail strategies work. Let me talk about, and we will see. So that's the end of this video. This is Greg Jeffries. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you got some value out of it, and I will see you next video.